Beginning in 1845 and lasting for 6 years, the potato famine killed over 1 million men, women, and children in Ireland and caused another million to flee the country. A British survey in 1835 found half of the rural families in Ireland living in single-room, windowless mud cabins that didn't have chimneys. The people lived in small communal clusters known as clashons, spread out among the beautiful countryside. Up to a dozen persons lived inside a cabin, sleeping in straw on the bare ground, sharing the place with the family's pigs and chickens. Potatoes are not native to Ireland, but likely originated in the Andes Mountains of Peru, South America. By the 1800s, the potato had become the staple crop in the poorest regions. More than 3 million Irish peasants subsisted solely on the vegetable.
The famine began in 1845 as leaves on potato plants suddenly turned black and curled, then rotted, seemingly the result of a fog that had spread across Ireland. Winds from southern England carried the fungus to the countryside around Dublin. The blight spread throughout the fields as fungal spores settled in the leaves of healthy potato plants, multiplied, and were carried in the millions by cool breezes to surrounding plants. Under ideal, moist conditions, a single infected potato plant could infect thousands more in just a few days. The Irish had many theories for the cause of the potato famine. Some thought static electricity in the air resulting from the newly arrived locomotive trains caused it. Others reasoned that mortiferous vapors from volcanoes emanating from the center of the earth might have done it. Some Catholics viewed that the crisis in religious terms as divine punishment for the sins of the people, while others saw it as a judgment against abusive landlords and middlemen. People in England saw the famine as an opportunity for Ireland to experience a long overdue reform because Ireland was often viewed as behind the rest of Europe. Many adventurous, unemployed young Irishmen sought out their fortunes in America and boarded ships heading for Boston, New York, and Philadelphia. Emigrants during the 1700s were mostly Presbyterians from the north of Ireland. The so-called Scot-Irish, some agreed to work as indentured servants without pay up to 5 years in return for free passage. By 1776, nearly 250,000 Irish Protestants had emigrated to North America. This is 10-year-old Carly Walsh. She has just arrived from Ireland and has agreed to speak with us and tell us about the conditions there. Let's take a listen. What were the conditions like in Ireland?
It was horrible. It was filled with disease, famine, and death.
Has anyone else from your family survived?
No, actually they all died in the famine. My dear father, Ronald, however, he passed away on the boat here.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry
It
about
was
that,
really sad.
Carly. How are you going to make a new life here in America?
Well, I think that I'm going to change my name from Walsh to Swanson to make it easier.
Why are you changing your last name?
Well, because I've been told that in America people are really prejudiced against the Irish people.
Okay.
So if I changed my name, it would be a lot easier for me to get work.
Oh, okay, I see. What are you planning on doing, and where do you see yourself going in America?
Well, I met a really nice family, and they've offered me a place to stay in the Northeast. I'm hoping I can get a job at a factory or something like that.
We wish you the best of luck, Carly, and hope that your new life here in America is enjoyable and a success.
Thank you. That
Thank
means a
you
lot.
for letting us ask you a few questions today.
Thank you for letting me be here.
Great.